विषय का होगा। जय हिंद।
All right, there, of course, viewers, you've seen several parliamentarians expressing their happiness and joy with the return of Sunita Williams from the ISS after 9 months. Meanwhile, shifting focus to some other very crucial developments from the national capital, the Raisina Dialogue, India's premier conference on geopolitics and geoeconomics, is inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi. It is the 10th edition of the conference, which is held annually. New Delhi has hosted New Zealand's Prime Minister Christopher Luxon as its chief guest. We also heard his keynote address at the inaugural session earlier. The theme, of course, is Kala Chakra, or the Wheel of Time. That's not all. We've also seen some other big faces, including Tulsi Gabbard, also speak on the days at the Raisina Dialogue. My colleague Uday Pratap Singh is meanwhile on the ground. He's had some exclusive conversations with several key leaders. Let's in fact take a look at these.
We're joining us now at the Raisina Dialogue 2025, Mohammed Nasheed, the former president of the Maldives. He's just concluded his session here at the summit. Firstly, let me just talk about India-Maldives ties. Where do you see things headed? Under your presidency, of course, we did achieve a lot. There was a blip in the middle. Things, it seems, have come back on track. Where do you see relations currently?
Well, I think it will go on improving. It's very, very unfortunate that the new government started on a wrong footing, but they've turned around. And as I keep saying, our safety, our security and our prosperity depends on good relations with India. Our biggest industry is tourism and our biggest market is India. So we would like to maintain good relations, and in fact it's going to be impossible for us not to maintain good relations. We watch the same films, we eat the same food, we read the same books, we are the same people, and to think that there is such a difference among ourselves would be very, very wrong. This is not the kind of anti-India sentiments, is not your Maldives sentiment. It's not the sentiment of the people of the Maldives. I keep getting votes. I am very pro-Indian. So I think our relations will improve. No Maldives leader can afford to have bad relations with India.
But there are concerns about the pro-China position of the current dispensation.
Well, there is always concern about pro-China positions with our opposition. But I think they are also learning that those relations are not benefiting the Maldives. We build a relationship to the benefit of our own country. So I think we are all learning that the best relationship with India would be the most beneficial to the Maldives.
Are you confident that tourism will continue to grow from India? Tourists who come to Maldives, your session was also on that.
I have no doubt. Tourists would come, and I also have no doubt that if India developed similar tourism as the Maldives in the Minica Islands, then it would be complementary to the Maldives. It won't be a competition to the Maldives. The tourist who goes to those islands would the next year come to the Maldives because they are bound to hear about another destination similar, and they will, the idea is to get more people traveling. So more people traveling to beaches would mean that they would one fine day end up in the Maldives. It's not an intelligent view to have, to think that an alternative destination would be a competition.
Final two quick questions to you. One, Sunita Williams has returned back to Earth. That's the big news that's come in from America. Yes. Your reaction to that?
Well, it's amazing. It's very unfortunate that she was stuck there for 8 months. She only went there for 8 days. I mean, this happens in tourism. You get stuck in the places. No, very happy to see her back. I saw her getting out of the capsule. This is a great day for South Asia.
Finally, President Trump and President Putin have held a phone call last night. Are you hopeful that that will yield a long-lasting solution for the war in Russia-Ukraine? Prime Minister Modi has also often advocated for peace there.
Well, I don't think so. To be honest, I do not think that the conversations between President Trump and President Putin is going to bring an end to the war in Ukraine. But a conversation that President Modi has with both Ukraine and Russia is more likely to bring a solution there. I think India must and India can take a leadership and see that all wars come to an end. The war in Gaza is also horrifying. And we like to see Indian leadership in these places, and it's very encouraging that the Prime Minister is doing that.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Journalist Dinesh Thakur, Uday Pratap Singh.